What's going on YouTube? It's Rob A again, and today we're going to be taking a look at LEGO Legends of Chima set number 70145, Maula's Ice Mammoth Stomper. This set has 604 pieces and retails for, I think it's like 80 bucks or something like that. Kind of a little expensive. I think they just kind of made a price based on the size of the box this time around, because this is a very large box. But what we have here is a one of the new Chima sets for the I guess summer, early fall maybe. But it's basically a let's call it what it is. It's a Star Wars AT-AT wearing an elephant costume. So that said, it looks pretty cool. So you've got your Mammoth Stomper here, this huge hulking crazy looking vehicle thing going on here. It's got a detachable vehicle included, so the entire shoulder assembly, it looks like, can pop off and fly around. You've got 6 minifigs, which is pretty exciting because they're all, you get a nice different like kind of wave of minifigures. You get a little sampling of a lot of the new minifigures here. You of course get 2 mammoths. You get Maula, you get Motrot, you get Vornon, looks like Vulture, Strainor, the saber-toothed tiger, Razor, of course. We get the return of Razor, and Wariz as well. So pretty neat. Check out the back here. And you can see it comes with, looks like a little vehicle for these guys going on here. It says protect the Chi, I guess, from, I don't know if the mammoths are the bad guys here. I'm a little confused about that, but you got little Chi storage area in what looks like a pretty empty interior here. Hopefully there's a little more to it that I'm just not seeing. A little prison cell, perhaps. It shows you the size, the movable trunk, the flick fire missiles. I'm not getting any of this actually in the camera because it's tilted up and I'm not paying attention. But yeah, you get, of course, the detachable vehicle, and it shows you how to pull that off. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and put this guy together so I can show you guys the actual set. And once that is complete, I will be right back with you. So see you then. Alright guys, so here we have the Mammoth Stomper all set up and ready to go. And as we always do, we're going to take a look at the minifigs first. And forgive me if I have to refer to the box for some of these names, because they're just all over. There's a ton of minifigs here and the names are just all over the place. We're going to start off with Maula, the Mammoth. Probably with the coolest weapon in this set as well. So here is my very first experience with the Mammoth minifigs. And I gotta say, I think they might be my favorites. So they've got this big, like elephant mammoth head. Really cool. They got the huge, very pointy tusks, and it's made with, the head is solid plastic, but these are soft rubber. That are actually molded into the head itself, so the tip of the trunk is also the soft plastic. It's kind of weird that it's the same white color as the tusk, so it kind of looks like it's made of bone. But of course there aren't any actual bones in the trunk, so it's a little weird. But underneath the head here, it's a pretty cool head. There is a slight thing I just want to point out really quickly. The head is so large that it does have a hard time actually fitting completely over and sitting solidly onto the chest armor here. So it is pretty easy to pop off. It's not going to fall off or anything, but it is not fully seated on the peg, just so you guys are aware of that. So you take the head off, and you see underneath you got a printed face under there with it's kind of weird looking. There's like tusks, but not really any mouth or really a trunk. It's just kind of the start of a trunk, but and she's got the crazy eyes going on in this one. So very, very neat. Pop the head off, and really nice clear blue chest armor. Very cool. And you can, of course, see the torso printing going on here. Very nice. Definitely feminine, I guess. And these guys have a kind of a weird thing, these ice creatures. You can see the back here, where they have some of their limbs are clear blue plastic. I'm hoping that there's a lot of clear blue in this set overall. I'm hoping it it has a lifespan just like the other pieces. It doesn't, sometimes clear plastic can be weaker than opaque plastic, but we'll see how that goes. I do apologize if there is some noise in the background. They are doing construction outside my apartment and being very, very loud. It's been all week long, and I haven't made any videos up till now to try and, let you guys actually hear me. But there is Maula, and here's her weapon that I just wanted to point out. This redonkulous gun, I mean, it can be whatever you want it to be. It could be like a rail gun or, like a Gatling gun or something, but it's just a huge, huge gun that she just holds on to and can just fire, just go just like that. So very, very cool weapon. I like this figure. And we'll move right along with the other mammoth here. We have Motrot is the guy's name. This is the male mammoth. He comes with this big giant pick of doom. You can pick your head off. But yeah, so here he is. As you can see, he's got a much lighter tan coloration. He's got like some brain showing there, which is very interesting. These guys are all weird. They're like all injured with chunks missing. And you can see underneath his head, where he's still got chunk missing there. And on the other side, he's got kind of a what you talk about, Willis face going on there. Pop this head off, and again the clear, and you can see more of the printing. Very nice. And he's got a blue leg as well as a clear blue arm on this side. So very, very neat. And on the back, it's got that going on. So that is Motrot, and those are the two mammoths that you get in this set. Aside, of course, from the giant one in the background there, but put him off to the side. Next up, we have Vornon, the vulture. I'm guessing it's a vulture. His name starts with a V, so his bird must start with a V as well, his species. And he's got a little space gun with a blue cylinder on it. And again, he's got the blue arm and a blue leg going on here, with like lightning powers going through it or something. Very big bird beak, pretty neat. His head is all stitched, like cracked open and stitched up. I do not know what's going on with these guys. They're just craziness. He's got some light gray wings, and you can see he's got a very, come on, hopefully you can see, there we go. He's got an ugly face under there. Really hideous looking face. Nothing on the back of his. He's just a one-sided. So that's, that's fine. And underneath you can see he is, of course, also missing chunks of his skin. Very strange. I don't know, are these like zombies or I haven't been following the show, so I can't tell you, what these guys' backstory might be. But they seem kind of like zombies almost. I don't know, it's really weird. But anyway, here's Vornon. And then the last of the ice guys is Strainor. I don't know what he is straining to do, but you can see he's a saber-toothed cat or Smilodon. Pretty neat. Love the head sculpt on this guy as well. He's got this big crazy claw weapon, like just tear you apart with this thing. And that's pretty neat. And you can see, again, some nice printing on the head helmet there. He's got a nice face print underneath, actually. And it is double-sided, and it's pretty similar to the other side, just bearing a few more teeth on that side. Pop the head off, and you can see very nice printing on his torso all around. Very nice. And of course the clear blue leg, indicating that he is part of the ice monsters or whatever they are. He's one of them. And there are two little thingies here, two pegs. You can fit this in any way you like. Have him hold the claw like that, but I find he holds it a little bit more easily when he's just holding it kind of like a club, but this is kind of cool too. He's like, Rawr. Anyway, here are some characters you may be familiar with. Here is Razar, or Razar, or whatever you want to, whatever. And he is decked out in his new flame gear. He's got a pretty cool fire sword. That's pretty neat. And of course, same head that we're used to. Same head underneath that we've seen before. Like so. And I'm just going to kind of go through these quickly. He's got a new fire symbol on his chest. They both do. And you pop that off, and he's got this very nice torso printing going on here with like a phoenix design. Pretty cool. And on the back, it's repeated. So very, very nicely done, this guy. I've been spending a lot of time on these minifigs, but they are all so very different. It's not like the city minifigs where I can just be like, oh, here's this guy with a smile face and this. Alright, here is Wariz. He's got a derpy bullhorn with a orange cone in it. Again with the fire symbol. He's got the snarling Wariz face underneath. And on the back, kind of surprised face. I don't remember if this is the same one that we've had before, if it's a new face print, but there you have it. And I believe this is the same exact printing on the torso and legs as Razar. So there you go. Those are your minifigs. Give me just one moment, and we will head on to the set itself after a good 10 minutes. Okay, so the set itself. First up, you do get this little thing, and it is a thing for sure. I'm not even sure what to call it. It's a one-wheeled device, not quite. I don't know if it's supposed to be a snowmobile or what, but it doesn't really look like anything. Yeah, so the flame unicycle is what I guess we'll call it, and Wariz or whoever can ride it. And it's got some little flame designs on the stickers here, and some claws on the end, and a little beak. So it's like an amalgamation of sort of bird, kind of beak with like wolf claws. I don't really know. It's a phoenix, I guess, is what the kind of theme they're going for here. And it's got one wheel on the back and some flames coming out here and some very obvious Technic bits. And they really just, it looks like they just kind of threw it in to have another smaller vehicle with this set. And it is what it is. It doesn't really roll because, well, I'm sure on a smooth surface it'll roll. I have kind of a little bit of a texture here. It does roll a little better on a smoother surface, but this does nothing for me. So you do get that. And I can't even whoosh it off screen because it doesn't actually roll anywhere. But the main event here is, of course, the Mammoth Stomper. And it's a big one. It's a big dude. Let's see. Let's get the old... let's straighten him out here. Get him to stand upright. There we go. Standing up tall. And the box does say how tall he is, but we're going to go ahead and measure anyway, just cuz. So to the top of the shoulder, he's about, I'd say about 9.5 inches, or, 23, 24 centimeters tall. And from the tip of his tusks to the tip of his tail at rest, we'll call him roughly 16 inches or, 41 centimeters long. So there you go. He's a tall guy. The head, there's some posability going on here, and I'll try and go over that as quickly as I can. The head can go kind of up and down. There's no left to right on this, which is kind of a shame. I would have liked to see that. He does have ratcheting shoulders and ball-jointed ankles. All four legs are pretty much exactly the same, so you get them all the same going on here. He's got a little waggly tail. You can move his ribs in and out if you so desire. And he does have these big kind of propeller engine things on the side of his body, or up here at the shoulder, and the ribs do a decent job of kind of filling in the empty space back here, but not the best job. You can still see right through it that there's just a whole lot of empty space going on inside here, and for something this expensive, I need it to be more than just big. I really need a little bit more going on back here for me personally, but it's not bad overall. And you can of course lift these up and have a flying mammoth thing if you so desire, but you just plop those guys back down, and dang, I just don't have enough room here. The trunk is quite posable. You got 6 of these ball-jointed doodads here, so you can move that pretty much however you like, as well as this little gun on the end here, this dual cannon. Enjoy it, folks. This is the closest we'll probably ever get to a minifig-ish scale Zoids Elephander, so enjoy that. You can flop his ears if that really gets you giggling. He does have these nice cannons up top going on here. I keep calling it he. It doesn't have an identity or a gender, so just whatever. It has these cannons up top, which are on ball joints, so they can move around freely. Very nice. And of course, there is the inside, which we will. I'll show you. Move this thing out of the way. Spin it all the way up. And inside, we'll get the ribs kind of out of the way here. That actually made them more in the way. So inside, tell you what. Here's something you can do with the set, guys. Back here, you can unclip these little bits here, like so, and pull this section back, and it comes off. How about that? And it can just sit right there, and I'll show you guys that in just a moment. But for light purposes and everything else, we'll get these kind of going here. So you can see inside there's a little mug for whatever reason. You've also got a little control panel, and then kind of in the middle here, and these don't really move any more than that, but you can see you've got some tools as well as this little, I don't know, energy pillar with the chi crystal on top, and there are tools on the other side as well as a sword, and you actually get 2 spears and 2 swords in this set, which is pretty cool. And then over here, you get the prison cell, or the little holding cell here. You can kind of open it. My hands are too dumbly big, and you can open that right up and stick a dude in there. And it's gonna be too much to get a Chima guy in there, so Mr. Han Solo will be taking the part and kind of filling in for the Chima fig, and we just stick him right in there, and you can come around the back and see that you can lift the tail and pull this down. You can see him in there, and he's surrounded in ice. He's encased in some ice going on here, so Han Solo is frozen again, and it's just his lot in life. But on the plus side, if you want to release your prisoner, you can totally have the mammoth just poop him out, which is a very nice touch. So you've got that going on. That's basically your Mammoth. You got it going on there. Over here, you've got the shoulder and back assembly, as you can see, and it's pretty neat. You can just flip these up, and they're on the little connector ratchet joints. So you can move them however you like, but basically you just pull them up like here, and you've got this nice hovering, like jet propelled or propeller propelled like VTOL kind of vehicle. And I love the little spikes over here on the side. I think that's a really nice touch, and you can kind of position these however you like. I just kind of leave them back there. I think they look neat. You get the cannons up at the front again, and I like to kind of put them down here when it's in its flying mode. So you've got these two down here, you got these two smaller ones up here, and you're causing some major havoc. And this, of course, opens up so you can put your pilot inside there. You got a little instrument panel. And really not too many stickers in the set. I was very happy. There's like maybe 10 stickers in the set total. Maybe a few more than that. But really a small sticker sheet for such a large set. And I was kind of happy about that. But so yeah, underneath you can see you got just kind of blue going on here, and we have some flick fire missiles with diamonds on the end. I think these are supposed to be like ice missiles, but they're using the jewels. And you could just press the red plunger and kind of sadly spit those out. I'm sure you could, yeah. Use as much pressure as you like, kids. I've got a small table I'm working with here. But overall, a very cool set. Really, really expensive for the piece count and for what you're overall getting, though. And that's kind of the big thing here. There's a lot of minifigs, and they definitely do a good job of kind of filling in that price point with the minifigures. But overall, I would get this on sale if you can. It's a cool set, and it's got, check this out, it's got hollow feet, so you can have your dude over here. Hold on. Dude over here. And then you can just stomp right on them and have them stuck in the hollow feet. But anyway, yeah, I would wait for a sale, because this is a cool set, but it's not $80 or $90 cool, honestly, all told. But it is very neat. So that's going to do it for this review, guys. I want to thank you so very much for watching. As always, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.